Hello and welcome back to Factor Y. Yes, that's right. Combine and Conquer has a new name. The developer, Martin, has been toying with it for a little while on what to do because the name Combine and Conquer is a little bit confusing as far as the way the game works. Most people interpret the word conquer as being something to do with combat, and it doesn't have any, there is no combat, so it doesn't fit in that respect. And so he has changed it to Factor Y, which if you spell it out and read it as it looks, it can also read as factory. So we're going to jump back into the game here and continue playing. Hopefully the updates to the way that YouTube works and stuff will show all the things correctly here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I also, we need to get started really fast here because we need to get some more power. As you can see down here, the power is depleting, and actually all these graphs I've never showed. You can see how the power is failing. And it's varying a little bit depending on how much coal actually gets put in here. But we are not providing enough coal anymore because we've exceeded our power, which means everything is running slower. Mining drills, arms, everything. So we need to boost our power ASAP. And so what we're going to do is use this coal patch. And I've spread out a few influencers here so that we have a little bit more influence. We're going to use this coal patch, and we're going to put up a bunch more of these, 4 at a time. Because, well, we need to be careful. So I'm going to put them in, and I'll be careful that I put them in exactly so that I don't overlap this influencer area here. But I'll put them in like maybe like this. And of course I said 4 at a time, and then I'm going to do a couple of extras here, but we'll just do a few of them at a time. And then we can bring this in like this. Mining drills, those are here. We have 50 of them, that's good. And then I want to do this as the first 1, 2, 3 to start with, and then we can back them up against each other like this, get 4 of them there, and so on and so forth. Drill or arm here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's get a belt going here. Almost did that perfectly without trying too hard. Let's go down all the way to the end of the patch there. I possibly will fill in some of the space. But I was talking to Martin about this, and we were talking about how I was saying how it would be nice to be able to do this, and not just get this to be able to copy and paste this, but to show me the combined effect of these 7 miners. And right now you can't do that at all, really. Escape, yeah, escape. The individual miners will show you what their cooldown effective is. In this case, 2304, but it's clicking on 9 tiles, so that speeds it up by a factor of 9. So 2304 divided by 9 is 256. And then when you and conveniently one coal is 256, and that's exactly takes 256 to mine, which is exactly the speed that the arm takes to swing in both directions. And then the arm takes here, so that means that these are inputting 1 coal every 256. These burn for 1,000. And so what we should be able to do is figure out exactly how many of these are supported, as well as how many miners we want to have on a full belt of coal. And the number to do that is 20, because the stepped cooldown here, the cooldown is 20 ticks for each position on the belt, and there are 5 positions on a belt. And so we can simply just do 256 divided by 20, which is 12.8. And we did this math earlier for the smelting. Look, we're already catching up with our power here. Look at that. Almost there. So we know we need 12.8, so 13 miners, and this is, what, 7 already? So we could do a few more. I can't really go up here without that. And so the issue is, if I do one like this one only has 7. And so now I have to figure out, well, that cooldown's different. It's 2304 divided by 7, which is 329.14, blah, blah, blah. And that also means that, I know we're running low on power. It's fine. We're right there. We're right there. Actually, we're good now. Because we've fed in enough coal here, and I need to extend this out some more. But that means now I have to do some fuzzy math, or I have to figure out, I have to remember this is a 7, and then do the math on that. And I'm too lazy for that. So we're just not going to do it. at this point. But let's put some more over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because we want 13 total. And then we'll do this, of course. And that'll give us everything we need for one full belt. That'll be a full belt coming out. And that'll also give us everything we need for a full belt of these as well. And since these burn at 1,000 ticks each, or they take 1,000 ticks to burn, that means that we should be able to support 50 of these on one belt, if my math is correct, since it's, again, 1,000 divided by 20. So we have 2, 4, 6, 12, 16. I have to fix this here. And then I can do not that. And then I can do this. So now we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 20, 24. I'm out of that. Okay, well, I guess we won't then. We'll stop at 24 for now. But this is going to radically increase our power. So much so that I'm actually going to end up taking down this array and using this coal for the to have coal or have more fuel available for smelting various things. There we go. And so we'll probably chill here for a moment, at least until we're ready to start taking this one down, because I only had so many of these made, apparently. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24. And then we'll just keep going, though, as we get more stuff. So that takes care of the first thing that I wanted to get done today. And you'll notice that this is completely backed up, and that's expected because, well, we do not have enough consumption for the production. And I'm just going to do, I mean, I could do 2 rows of 25. I could do that, I suppose. Either way, I don't have enough of these, so we have to get way further more of them to get made. Or I have to tear this one down. Or both, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is 20. We could actually do that. We could. These were all partials, though, weren't they? These were like 49 or something in total. 47. I'd have to add them all back up again. And if we wanted to add them in here to make sure we had enough fuel going in here. Or into here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we could do this, I suppose. We could tear this down. Actually, I could just take these out for now. Because we have more over there than we had here. We only had 20 here, and we have 24 over there. I think we'll be okay for at least a little while. Especially with tearing some of this stuff down. And let's just actually do this. And then once those burn all the way out, then we can tear them apart and put them over here. And maybe I'll do a double row of 25 rather than trying to do a full row of 50, because that's a lot of stuff. So let's start with that, because we might have enough of these. Actually, I should check to see if we have enough of these. We have 3 of them. Never mind, we don't. Alright, so you are good now. There. I want to just kind of wait for them to finish up. We need a splitter over here. Let's do that now. That'll go there is fine, I guess. This is where we could do, though. Here's actually another idea. Let's do a mixer here. Actually, we had to leave this one first, don't we? Let's do a mixer here. Because then we can do this as a source for that mixer, except that I did this backwards. I did. That goes there. You gotta come this way then. Like that. And then this one can go this way. And into the next array. Do I have now, finally? Probably. Copy that. Let's go right there. I did. And we'll do that, and then we can continue with this. You're all dead? You are. Take this and delete it. And then flip it around, and then drop it right in there. Like that. And that's 48, and then we just need 2 more, which we have. Like that. And that should use this entire supply here. Should. TM. It's gonna pull down that backlog to fill up this belt, but it should be enough. I hope I did the math all okay. I did put 13 of them here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Yep. Okay, so we're going to assume that's working, and we're going to leave it alone for right now. We have a ridiculous amount of power for now, so we'll be good for a little while. And then it's going to keep going up too, I think, because I don't think they're all fed yet. Nope, they're still getting fed, so even better. And there's the last few finally getting down here to the end. And that's the last of the power right there, 5.5, which makes sense because these provide each 100 energy. There's 50 of them, that's 5,000. And the base provides 500 energy, the starter, so that's 5,500. Perfect. And they're still complaining a little bit, jostling a little bit, and that could just be because of... well, that could be because of just about anything. Probably just the fact that we don't have a full balanced belt going down here yet. Maybe I should have waited and saved the last few. That way the belt can buffer up a little bit, but it's alright. Okay, so we actually paused our research. We need to get back to it, and I think that's the best thing to do today, is to plan out a new research area, and we're probably going to do that as a separate area as well. And so let's take a look at that research recipe again, just so we can figure that part out. So that's here, research token, and research tokens are 1 token every 256, and they need 1 gear, which is also 256. So that's a direct 1-to-1 here. And so what we could do with this is we could make a unlimited number of these, either using right here on the surface, or we could do it using a module. And I think for me, I will get more into modules once we have unlocked the belt influence, or the belt inputs. The speed of the arm inputs just doesn't feel good to me. Although we could do the Mark II arms, which might actually be an okay idea, since they are somehow faster. It doesn't say how faster, but where actually are the belt-based inputs at in this tech tree, which is kind of huge. The tech tree is pretty huge. That's a belt 2 thing. That's a belt. Where's the input? That's an assembler. Yeah. The crossings and stuff for Mark III. Are they going to be? No, they're not way down there. Are they? What? Mining time, electric furnaces. I'm not seeing space. Oh, there's more stuff over here. Generic modules. Maybe in there? Maybe. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Okay, they are. Source and sync belt-like. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a cough here. I'm not sure what that's all about. They only depend on research token 3, which only needs research token 2, which only needs research token 1. So we could race toward that. But I think for right now, I think I'll just wait. So I'm just going to build these out on the surface. We only need iron for them. So we could use a different iron patch, maybe even one over here, to do this, and have them have their own dedicated iron. Their own dedicated iron smelting, their own dedicated everything. And I think that's what I want to do. Oops, I muted myself to cough, and then I didn't unmute myself. It apparently runs in the Chill Gaming Friends group here. Let's do this, because those will be fine where they're at. And then, oops. Well, you know what? That's kind of okay. No, actually it's not. Let's take just this and copy. And then I want to put them input there, and then output right there. Okay, and then this will be iron input right here. This will be coal input right here. Coming from there, coming from there. All this stone is probably never going to get used. I just suspect that as much. And then we do the crossings here. We could do long arms, but we don't have them unlocked yet. That's what we're trying to get done here. This, and that. And then I want to do probably a down belt. And then come back up again, and we'll put some influencers over here, and we'll put this in over here. So let's go... Technically... Oh, no, I do need that. Never mind. Do a down belt like this. That'll be the output. And then we can figure this part out. So, influencers. I need to have maybe that one, but definitely this one. 15 of these. That'll last for a little while. And then I want to do this one. Is that right? There. And there. And then we can go from there. I'm not sure. Well, we know that this will take 1 iron every 256 to make as the gear. So that means that we can have one of these for every one of these. And actually, in fact, we could direct insert that. Ooh, we could direct insert that. Maybe we should. Let's do it. Let's delete this. This would be where having the long-armed inserters would be kind of nice. But I can just do another inserter like this. Actually, the long arms wouldn't help that much because the long arms would have to still be here and they would just drop right there. Well, actually, that would help. That's all right. That's all right. We'll do this. This is something different. It saves us a few belts. And it's something new, something different we can do. Let's take this. Copy. And I'm going to put that down right like this. So I guess what I could have done, though... You know what? I'm going to change this again. I'm going to take... No, I can't do that. I can't input from the far side with this configuration. But I could with a slightly different configuration. Changing my mind again. Let's pick this up. Put it over here. Take this out completely. And then these could go like this. This is... Oh, I should do the mixers. Oh, I should have done the mixers. Yep, I should do the mixers. Okay, I'm changing my mind for a third time now. Actually, let's just delete all of this. Except that influencer is going to need to get put back in. Those influencers, excuse me. There and there. And I need to move these then slightly. Delete. Okay. And these need to be centered now instead. So let's shift them up by 1. Right like that. Let's do the mixer method. Sorry, the swapper method, not the mixer method. The swapper method. This will be better yet. So those will be in the middle of the machine. Like this. Every machine. Oops. Including the last one, I think. Yeah, including the last one. These will go like this. These will go like this all the way up to the last one, but not past it. Doesn't need to go past it. And then we just need to have these be like this. And so on. And I can copy that. Control C. Don't don't use those when you don't have to. Let's do it this way. Yes. Okay, so then we need to have 13 of these. That's not what I want, though. I want mining drills. 13 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gotta skip a bunch of space here. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 12. Technically, if it's 0.8, I could get by with an 8 square, which would be fine. We could do that because that's 9 times 12 plus 8, which is 116. And if we do 2304 divided by 116, we still get a number less than 20, which is perfectly fine. So there, I broke my own rule, kind of. Let's do this again, and we can do that again. We can do this, and then we can do a mixer. Here is fine, actually. Like this. We'll do a mixer, just to balance the usage for not really any good reason. And then we can do the same thing with coal once I put another influencer down over here. And we can do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and again, almost 13 and 8 on the end. That's disturbingly similar. Oops, that's too far. This one can go here. This can turn there. This can go this way. Not that one, not this one. Put this mixer in over here, just to keep it kind of away from things. And then we'll go this way and this way. And I think that'll work. Let's give it a try. There. And there. And there. You all move right here. And then you're going to do this, which I guess I could have put in the setup. Now, we talked about this mixer-based belt before, in the last episode, I think. But we can talk about it again here. I should have done one more, actually. Because you can see here really clearly now that the coal's coming in here, and the iron's coming in here, and this one's grabbing the coal, this one's grabbing iron because they get swapped yellow and red like this. And then the iron's still on this side, which is fine because that one's just going to grab iron. Then they get swapped back again, and then this one grabs the coal. So every one will get everything it needs, which is exactly what we want. And then I want to take all of these, maybe down. So we're going to have, again, exactly one belt full of these. And we know about the labs. Do I have any labs still out here? No, I don't. Let's take a look at the labs. The labs consume 1 science every 1,000. So we need 50 of these labs. That's just a few. Let's see. I want to do maybe then a double row of them. Maybe we'll just start like this. Do 3 spaces, and then of course I'm right there. Then let's not put it that close. Let's put it here. There. We'll have the belt go up this way. That's too far away, but you get my idea. That way, right there. This goes in, and then we'll just copy that up there. I could do them paired better. I suppose I could do them like this. And then I could do this type of build instead. There, and there. And that might be a good idea too. Let's drop all these out here. This should be making a full belt still, because we'll have 12.8 of these. 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we can do all of this, and we're going to be screaming through this science. There. Very, very soon. Copy that. And then we can just paste this back down again. If I had enough labs, which I don't. Let's break this then here for now. Delete this. And we need to make some more labs. For now, we have 8, which means that these aren't going to be running full speed, but that's okay because power could become an issue really soon. So for now, we have 8 of them, and the 8 of them will give us an okay amount of science. I could probably break this for now, say here. And then that way we're only running... Oh no, 8 of them. Sorry, 8 of them. Well, 8. It's 850. 8 out of 50 though. So we're only using 1,000 divided by 8. One every 125. Wait a minute. We're only using 2 machines worth then? Yeah, we're actually only using this many. This many. That's fine. These will make until they run out of materials, and then they'll stop, and then it'll all be fine. So let's get a lab machine making labs again, because we're going to need that. But I don't remember what they cost. Let's do this. And you need... Oh yes, that's right. Chips and wires. Chips. We wanted to make a chip array. Chips will take 1 full iron belt and half of a copper belt to make. Well, actually, we should have left this out because we can actually see that if we actually look at the chip recipe here. The chip recipe is 1 iron plate plus a half a copper plate equals 1 chip. So therefore, 1 iron belt plus a half a copper belt equals 1 chip belt. So we should plan this a little bit kind of big for the future. And so let's put up some more of these. Ooh, we got 20 of them now. It's all coming together. Should plan this a little bit big for later, a little bit big, but we're not going to go that big with it yet. So let's start with, we know we want to have a machine making chips. We know we want that. And they need to take iron plate in directly. We also know we need to have a machine making wire, and they need to take the copper in directly. And because of the speed of this here, this makes 2 wire every 512, and this needs 1 wire every 256. We know that we can direct insert those, which is great. I'm so glad that Martin has so many direct insert recipes in this game, because I like that part in Factorio, but you don't get to do it so often. How's this going, by the way? You're still making some of those old ones, which is fine. You're still burning through some of this iron here. Completely fine. Completely good. Yeah. Okay, so that's chips. And then what I want to do here is put a belt here for copper, a belt here for iron, and then we'll need an output belt for chips like this. And what this will do is this will let me do, and this will be an input, and this will be an input. Maybe I'll do, you know what, actually, I'm going to do, yeah, there's the research already. I'm going to do this like this, and we're going to pair them. Then we need to do a crossing right here, and that'll go out into that belt. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to take, we can mirror this. So as we expand our chip production, we'll want to have eventually 2 belts of iron coming in and 1 belt of copper coming in, and that'll give us 2 belts of chips, which is a ridiculous amount of chips. I don't know that we'll ever need it, but for now, we're going to do it. We're going to plan for it, I should say. So we want to plan for this to be here, and for this to be here, and for this to be there, and then for a belt here. Oh, no, I did that right. A belt here, and a belt here. I'm not going to hook any of this up. I just want to have the space planned for it. But I also see where my influencer is here. So I want to take this entire thing and move it. I want to move it this way by one whole square. Off by 1. That's for you, Pete. And then we're going to do a pair of this, a pair for this, I should say. Oopsie. There. And then we'll do this, 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 and that. Can't afford more arms. Didn't I make arms? Did I not make any more arms? This could be a problem. I didn't make arms yet. Oopsie. Well, in that case, we're going to borrow some. Let's borrow all of these. And we're going to ignore that for a moment. We're going to make some new arms. we tore it all down, then I didn't build it again. I think they can be made here. From iron, right? And just iron? They need iron input directly, but they also need gears. 2 gears, 2 iron every 512, and gears will be fine. Do I not have a gear machine laying out here someplace? There we are. Gears will be fine there. So let's do this here. This makes 1 gear from 1 iron every 256. That's a perfect ratio. Do this, and then do this with a box of 200. Yeah, 200. There we go. And then of course we have to have this one, otherwise it won't work. And we'll get a few arms going. Oopsie. What else am I missing that I'm forgetting about? We have all the belt parts. We should be good there. We have all 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arms, we'll need to get the long arms going. Do we have the fast arms going? Oh, else I need to go in here and... WSD, right. We have arms Mark II. How do we show those? Let's go ahead and do... let's go ahead and do this research tier 2. Where's the arm Mark II at down here? Let's see, we have furnace assemblers and furnace burners. We have miners, module stuffs. We have burners Mark I. That's empty. And then we have... we also can hide that tutorial too. Go away. Influencers, chests. We need to make providers, I think, still, right? But we're also waiting for chips, I think, for those. So, I'm not sure where the arms Mark II are. Am I missing something? I did research them. I did see them somewhere in the... maybe it's because I haven't made any yet? That could be. We have to make motors yet for those, so they're a little ways off. Maybe that's why they don't appear, because I haven't made them, but then again, I haven't made any long arms either, so I'm not sure what I'm missing with that. Do we make a few of these now? 16 of them? That's partially because I stole them, but that's fine. And then let's do this, and this, and this. And then you need to be an output here, and you need to be that. This will be a block for us. I'm going to do just a couple of these for right now. A copy, and we'll put just that many for right now. The iron can be split right here. We're going to have a crossing here, though, because that's where the circuits are going to come in. So go here. And then the copper is going to split here. And we'll have to have a crossing here, because those are going to have to come all the way down to this point down here. And I think I'm going to put a splitter in there. Like that. Let's see. You, belt. Go this way. Like that. And then you can put a crossing in there. And that. And then this one can come down, and it'll be able to split and go this way or that way. No problem with that either. Eventually we'll want this to continue probably, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue it for now. And you should be... yep, you've grabbed your iron. You need to wait for that copper to poke along here slightly. And that'll give us time to also make a bunch of more of these arms that I can put back in over here. Actually, I might have... I probably have enough room for them now. Oops. That'll do. Copper's here. Let's see how this goes. Finished research tier 2 already. That's because we've got a reasonable research going. And then we can do... that takes 2s. What else takes 1s? What else doesn't have a prerequisite here? You don't. Flow control Mark 1. Ooh. Let's pursue one belt into 3, prioritizing specific directions. That's handy. You take 2s. You take 2s and 3s. You take 2s. You take 2s. Let's go ahead and do this one since I saw that. And we'll let it run for a moment. Take 2s. Everything else takes 2s, I think. I don't know how to tell what else takes 1s. Only? Because you don't see the 1s up here. It'd almost be good to have those as have the ones up here, even though they're already unlocked, as a prerequisite link to all these other things that they're prerequisites for. Just so you can see what all just takes 1s. Because we're going to have to focus on 2s almost immediately here. And actually, I'm going to want to take some of this science into the 2s, so we aren't going to have 50 labs here anyways. Which is fine as well. Do we have to feed... No, we can't. Well, maybe we can. Feed all the science into the same labs. I can't remember how that works either. Or if you can feed the 1s into the Mark 1 labs and the 2s into another... Or feed the 1s into one set of labs and the 2s into another set, etc. You all are going, and we have chips. So now we can make other things. We can make... What else do we want to make? We want to make... something. Oh, providers? For sure. Those will be down here someplace. So let's grab another machine. Let's take a look at that provider recipe again. Here. And those take chests. Okay. Here we go. And chips. 4 chips every 512. So already that's saying that we need 2 of these machines just to make one of these have enough. Not that we really need a whole lot of it. And then you need 1 chest every 512. And the chest is going to be rods and screws. And they take 1536. That's going to be our speed limit. Is 1 provider every 1536. I'm not doing them faster than that. But you need rods and screws, which is iron. So we'll need rods and screws, maybe something like this. Production, rods and screws, something like this. Just kind of going to plan this a little bit before we actually do something, because what else do we have to make? Let's see. We've got all the belt parts. We could look at these. We need to look at motors first. There's motors. They need wire and gear. That's fine. Cable we've already looked at once. So far we only need it as a direct input. Computers. Okay. That we can make with the chips we're making. It needs cable as well. We'll need to make miners if we're not doing that already. We must be making miners someplace here. Yeah, they're right here. Okay. What else we got? These need chips. Okay, so they can go on this line as well with the chips, however we run the chips in here. And then burners take stone bricks. We're already making those. And are we making the furnace burners or the burners? So we need both. You are burner. So we need furnace burners too. Ooh, okay. Let's do those real quick up here because they're just stone. I saw that. You are furnace burner, just stone brick. 8 every 2048, which is good. This will swap back, save right here. This goes here and then to there. Could connect that up if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Then this can go in there, and then that'll connect to a provider. And let's say we wanted to have 50 of those as well. It seems reasonable to me. And that'll make everything that we need from that. What else we got? Yeah, I almost messed those up. Because we had... Actually, you know what? Let's do... the sources here. Yeah, it's fine. Or the module stuff here, like this. Because we know we need to make those on this line. And then We have those already. We have these already. We've got labs. We need to make labs. Okay, let's make labs then too. And then we'll look at science 2, which is wire, 2-wire and a belt, plus the RT1. All right, so labs are going to take chips and wire, which means we'll have to have a wire input for them. Here. And this is going to make 2-wire every 512. This needs 8 or 4-wire every 2048, so that's fine. And then the chips, of course, you need 8 chips every 2048, which is 1 chip maker for that. So I think that's everything except for the long arms and the Mark II arms, which we could actually maybe take a look at what those are going to cost as well. That might be a good idea. Your arms plus gears plus motors, and you are arms plus gears plus rods. We're probably going to want to have then, instead of having the arms where I put them in here, here, we're probably going to want to have the arms be a something similar to the belts, because they're passed down and handed down and used like that. Okay, so that would work for this, and iron could come in over here. And chips could come in here, and then we could handle the outputs some way to a provider. Those would be a direct insert. This needs just chips, so that would be easy enough done. That needs just chips, that would be easy enough done. This needs chips and wire, and this needs copper, so we could bring iron and copper in over here on like a 2-belt system with swappers. We could have the chips coming in over here. And is this a good place for it? It should be fine because this is here. But I think what I want to do is move this down by 1. This can output into a provider. Let's see. How many providers do I want? Maybe 50 providers. This can go out to that provider. These can go... I don't have any more providers, but these can go into a shared central provider here. So we'll move this up by 1, and then these can go into their own provider, maybe up there. I think that'll be all right. So let's do that. You'll go that far. These will go. Let's see, iron. So do iron first. This is fine, spacing wise and everything. We'll do iron first. Iron will go this far, and then actually I don't even need to do a swapper. I will just do this and then move it over. And that's fine. So, iron, come on down. I need a crossing here and here, chips, and also potentially here. We're gonna need a splitter right there, and one for copper right there. That means you'll need a crossing right there. And then we'll need chips, which are here. And you'll need a splitter running low on power again. Or still, or whatever. This, you know what, I wonder... Actually, I think I know. We need to highlight all of this stuff right here. Like this. And we need to power it off. Right? No? Oh, yes. Yes, it made a difference. Okay. I was like, it didn't look like that went down, but it did go down. Okay, so I'd powered all that stuff off because we don't actually need it right now. So why have it running? That'll be for later. I could also probably power off some of the miners and things for this line since, well, we're not using it at all, but I'm not going to do that either. Okay, so you are chips here, here, and here, and up into there. You go there. You go this way. And then up into there. Now we need arms. Arms. This doesn't need anything direct. You need iron. You need iron. You're both going into there, and then you're going into here with... Oh, you do need chips direct in here, and then you'll output to there. These are just chips, and those will output to a common provider that I can't provide yet. This will go here. Actually, I'm going to do this. Just for fun. This will be copper in, copper there. And the reason I'm doing that for fun is because then I can put the provider over here and not have extra space taken up this way, since I have the space to work with. Okay, so you should be happy. Making me providers. But we gotta wait for the chest to get made, which takes 1536. 24 seconds. There that is. And then this will take another 512, and it'll cough it up. There we are. And I can put that one there, and then I can do this and that. Look, we already have 80 arms available. Good job, everybody. And we're going to make 50 of each of those, I suppose. I don't care. 50 is fine. And then we need one more of those when we have it to put up here. Over here. Over here. There's one. There we go. And is 50 labs too much? Probably. But it's okay. I don't care. Don't care about that either. Because once they're made, then they're fine. It's just a buffer. So, that kind of handles all of this, although it looks like we might need a few more chips. No, they're backing up, so maybe not. They're backing up right in here. You can see it. There, a bit. Might be alright. We might need a few more chip makers. Honestly, I don't know how many chips we're going to actually need, so this might be a moot point. But the idea would be later, once we lay this all out, we could actually, instead of taking this iron and copper from the bus here, we can actually provide it from, say, up here, from some other patches, and make it be dedicated into the circuit array, instead of having it be fed from the bus. That would be a later Wally thing. And like I said, we would need 2 iron and 1 copper to make 2 chips, and whether we need that many or not is unknown. But I think what we're going to do is leave this here, because we're at a good time. And we'll probably end up making some more power next time. We've got plenty of space here in our coal patch. We can add some more, probably another whole array here. We'll make some more of that. We've got 50 of those ready to go, so we could do that easily enough. And then once we have that going, then we'll have over 10k power, which will last us for another 5 minutes or so. I can delete these. Yes, please. And did I delete also that extra one that I did over here? Yes. Now I'm going to leave this here just so that I can remember what that space is for. But we may never even use it. But hey, who cares? It's just space. Yeah, this is definitely backing up. But yeah, we'll leave this here, and in the next one we will make another attempt at making RT2, I think, as well as maybe some of the additional ARM-based things somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to handle that yet. They could just be over here. They don't need to be together in any stretch of the imagination, so we could just say, let's make an ARM making area over here and just run the stuff in, and then I can take this out and we can use that instead, similar to the way we're doing the belts here. So we'll leave this here, and in the next episode we'll take a look at those things and see how far we get. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.